Hi guys, welcome to What to Cook Next. In this episode we are going to make traditional Slovak Lokshe or potato tortillas. These are really easy to make. My grandmother would make these for us and I actually learned how to make these from her. To start you have to boil the potatoes. I like to boil the potatoes in salted water and I also like to add a little bit of vinegar. Vinegar helps to keep the potatoes firm so you can easily grate them. Also make sure you only use old potatoes. You want to use old potatoes because they don't have as much moisture, so you don't have to use as much flour to make the tortillas. Once your potatoes are boiled, you want to drain the liquid, cover them and let them sit in the fridge overnight. On the next day you're gonna peel the potatoes and we are going to use a fine grater to grate them up. I haven't tried using a food processor for this, so you may want to try it if you don't feel like grating the potatoes. And then we're going to add some salt to the flour and then you can dump in the potatoes. Dust your work surface with some flour and then you can cut it up in half and then roll half into a long log. This is how my grandmother did it. She would cut it up into small rounds like this. This recipe makes about 15 tortillas, depending on how big you make them, obviously. And then dust your work surface a little bit and then press each round into the flour just so they don't stick to the surface. If you can roll out dough into a perfect circle, this is your time to shine. I could never do that. I'm trying my best here. So these are kind of rustic looking tortillas, but I hope you can forgive me, they are not perfect circle. My grandmother could make them into perfect circle. They all looked same and I mean it was like they were, cut by a machine. So now that we have them rolled out, you can put them on a clean kitchen towel. If they're overlapping, put some flour between them just so they don't stick together, and then when you are ready to cook them, remove the flour by balancing them on your hands a little bit, just so you don't end up having too much flour on a skillet. To cook these we are gonna be using cast iron skillet. We're not gonna be using any fat on these right now. We are gonna add some fat later, but to cook these we're not gonna be using any fat. You wanna heat it up to about medium setting or so. Also make sure that you use some kind of protective wear or a kitchen towel to handle the skillet because it will become hot as it heats up. When cooking these, you're gonna notice there are gonna be some air pockets or bubbles forming on the surface, so you wanna take a fork and puncture them. The cooking time, I think about 4 minutes on each side or so, until you have nice brown spots distributed evenly. Here's a big one, big bubble. I was always in charge of cooking these when my grandmother made them. So now using a wooden tool you can remove these and put them on a plate. Now this is how you make the tortilla. To finish them off you need a filling or something that you want to eat them with. So today I'm gonna brush them with duck fat. That's what it's very traditional around Christmas time, duck fat, or you can also use different fillings. We also like them with poppy seeds and jam or garlic filling. A lot of people like them with chicken and stuff. So here I wanted to show you, if there is some flour accumulated on a pan, simply lift it up and dust it off with a clean kitchen towel just so it doesn't burn with the tortillas. And that's how you make Slovak Lokshe. I hope you like this tutorial. Please do try this recipe. I'm sure you're gonna love it. It's really yummy. Don't forget to subscribe to What to Cook Next and I'll see you next time.